Today we're looking at AI in retail, specifically for the 2025 holiday season.
Right. It feels like it's moved past just being an experiment.
Definitely. More like a high-stakes test, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. The numbers are pretty staggering. We're looking at a projected U.S. online spend, just for the holidays, of about $253.4 billion.
A record number.
And AI is a huge part of that growth. The data points to AI-driven retail traffic jumping. Get this, 520% year over year.
Wow, 520%. So how are shoppers actually changing? Are they still starting with, Google?
Less and less. There's a real shift happening. About 7% of all shoppers, and that figure goes up to 10% for Gen Z.
Okay.
They're skipping traditional search. They start with AI chat assistants now for product research.
So AI is the new starting point for some.
And even more broadly, 53% of consumers overall are using AI during their research process before they actually decide to buy.
Okay, let's break this down then. Sounds like there are two main fronts. The flashy consumer-facing stuff.
Yeah, the front end. High risk, high reward maybe.
And then the hidden back-end systems that are critical for just keeping things running.
Exactly, the survival tools.
Let's start with that front end, the personalization side. I've heard this phrase, one person, 1,000 faces.
That nails it. It's way beyond just like general customer segments now.
How so?
Well, AI can dynamically generate content just for you. Take Amazon. If your search history shows you look for gluten-free items, their AI might actually rewrite a product description on the fly to specifically highlight gluten-free for you.
Wait, really? So my own browsing history could change the product page, I see.
And maybe even the price you pay. That's the whole dynamic pricing controversy.
Ah, right. I've heard it called targeted digital coupons.
That's the rebranding, yeah. But essentially, AI models are figuring out the absolute minimum personalized discount they need to offer you specifically to close the sale.
Meaning the person checking out next to me, virtually speaking, could pay something different for the same thing.
Precisely. It's a huge behavioral shift. And, well, it raises questions.
And these AI tools, the shopping assistants people interact with, they aren't perfect, are they? Like that Klarna one using OpenAI?
They can do some cool things, definitely. Like finding a similar product for, say, 80% less. That's powerful. But the moment it suggests something that's out of stock...
Trust evaporates.
Completely.
Yeah.
That's an AI hallucination about inventory.
Yeah.
And it just destroys the user experience.
Which brings us to the back end. You said that's where the real fight for survival is.
I really think so. It's less about flashy marketing and more about preventing the supply chain from buckling under pressure. Hyperlocal demand forecasting is key.
So going beyond just looking at past sales figures.
Way beyond. These AI platforms integrate like over 200 external signals.
Which is?
Things like predicting sunscreen demand in one specific area based on hyperlocal weather forecasts, or even spotting a viral TikTok video about a certain product in, say, Chicago, and using that signal to preemptively move stock to fulfillment centers near Chicago before the demand actually spikes.
That's incredibly proactive.
It's about efficiency. Look at Walmart. They won awards for their AI that optimizes how delivery trailers are packed.
Right, finding the most effective way.
That system alone saved them 30 million miles of driving. Logistics is basically a high-performance computing battleground now.
But if this back-end AI is so valuable, why are some big retailers still struggling? We saw profit margins drop for companies like Target in Q2.
That points to the AI implementation gap. The ROI isn't automatic.
Meaning tech-native companies have an edge.
A massive edge, yeah. Older retailers often struggle to integrate these complex AI platforms effectively, and that leads to risks, potential backlash, too.
Okay, like what kind of risks?
Well, first there's AI hallucination, the AI saying the wrong thing. Remember Stefanina's Pizzeria?
Vaguely. What happened?
AI search summaries basically invented a buy one, get one deal that didn't exist. Cue angry customers showing up demanding fake discounts. Real reputational damage.
Ouch. Okay, that's bad.
But arguably worse is the rise of agentic AI doing the wrong thing.
Like making purchases.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amazon just filed a lawsuit November 5th against Perplexity AI.
What's the allegation?
The Perplexity shopping agent allegedly accessed private customer accounts and masqueraded as human activity to actually buy things.
Whoa. That's a whole different level of liability.
It really is. So wrapping this up, I think the key takeaway is, yes, the front-end AI, the personalized ads, the chatbots, that's the visible marketing phone.
Grabbing attention, getting clicks.
Right. But the quiet hero, the thing actually protecting profit margins this holiday season, it's the back-end AI handling logistics, inventory, demand sensing, fraud detection.
So for you listening, our advice would be, sure, use the AI tools for research. They can be helpful.
But always double-check the critical details yourself. Price, availability. Verify it personally.
Because that line between a helpful assistant and maybe a consumption trap feels blurrier than ever.
And maybe the big question to ponder this season, especially with lawsuits like the Amazon one popping up, it isn't just can AI save retail.
It's who pays the price when it goes wrong.
Exactly. Who's ultimately responsible when an AI agent makes up a deal or worse, gets into your account.